Hi, my name is Tiffany McCabe, and for my project for Business 314, Human Resources Management, I have chosen a job analysis constructing a new contractor site location. This is going to take place at Lee Creek Mine in Aurora, North Carolina, and it is going to be from the Edwards Construction. Lee Creek Phosphate Mine is a location that is owned by Nutrien that is located in Aurora, North Carolina, and Nutrien as a company is primarily from Canada, and they have several operating sites located throughout the United States. For the project scope, it's going to consist of several components in order to stay on track with the construction of this new site located at Lee Creek Mine location, which consists of the following. It's going to consist of performing a job takeoff sheet to estimate all required materials and equipment needed for the project, acquiring inventory and storing all required material in a designated location, and it's going to consist of hiring additional workers and tradesmen as needed, constructing new buildings and work areas in accordance with building plans and local code requirements. Once finished, the new contractor site location will be adequate for all assigned contractors to maintain local offices and storage locations for required material and equipment needed to perform work at Nutrien Phosphate Mine. Here we show a site of the mine at the Aurora location. Some high-level requirements are going to be tasks that must occur before this project can commence. And this will consist of all contractors need to be contracted to determine their local site requirements regarding space, building, and electrical requirements. Engineered drawings and plans would need to be submitted and approved. A suitable location would need to be identified and all required paperwork to make it a commercial workspace needed to submit to the appropriate offices. Any site preparation, including plant removal, grading, and leveling, as well as water and electrical supply, would need to be performed. Affected parties. Depending on the location of this new contractor site, local businesses may or may not see an increase or decrease in sales and daily traffic. Human Resources will be responsible for the primary concern of ensuring a positive and efficient work environment. Establishing improved working conditions for all office workers involved would fall under Human Resources responsibilities. A local power grid may have to require an augmentation or an entirely new substation that would be constructed to provide the needs of the new contractor site. When dealing with adjustments to a power grid or substation, it's vital to take into consideration the following steps. The load capacity by calculating the load requirements of the new contractor site through conducting a thorough analysis. An assessment of existing infrastructure, which would consist of obtaining and evaluating the capabilities and capacity of the current power grid and substations in the surrounding area. Basically, can it accommodate the larger load without interfering with the stability or reliability of this power grid? A viability study would be performed in order to consider land availability, cost effectiveness, and whether or not it will have a positive or negative impact on the environment. Engineering and design would construct engineering plans for augmenting the new substation and or power grid by determining the layout, selecting needed equipment, and making electrical connections. This is also going to consist of installation, integration, and testing, and monitoring and maintaining the site. Implement periodic checks of the new system will help prevent any failures to the equipment and ensure the longevity of the new substation and power grid changes. The implementation plan is going to consist of development of plans, the establishment of the foundations and service connections, constructing of the primary buildings and workshops, the running of the services as required throughout the buildings, and the finalization of building construction and hookups. We are estimating this project to take 1 to 2 years, given the possibilities of some delays, which could be caused by weather, material back orders, inspection delays, and or shipping times. The benefits of this new location are going to consist of having more space to utilize for stockpiles and material, as well as heavy equipment. It's going to provide faster and more accurate deliveries and improve the working conditions for office workers, all while reducing training requirements and the need for less maintenance to roadways leading into Contractor City. Here I'm going to show a clip of my husband blowing out his computer. This is just a little snippet of what the air quality is at this current site. Now, this is current working conditions. So for the new contractor site, this dust material that you see being blown out of the computer will be significantly reduced. The new off-site location will, as again, maintain the mine issues, making them better by reducing the residue that you saw being blown out, which consists of dangerous chemicals. There will be a lack of fresh water for residue removal and constant dust affecting equipment's lifespan that's currently at the site that the new site will not have to endure. For the startup estimate and material takeoff, materials budget is going to be crucial for making sure that we stay within the quoted budget, and this is going to include the hiring of workers, the material, and the order tracking. But it's also going to consist of scrap recycling and trash removal considerations. HR management's role is essential in the process of the new construction site location by ensuring training and safety concerns, all while implementing safety protocols to help reduce the risk of accidents and injuries. The success of this project will result from workforce planning, recruitment, and creating a positive work environment through the human resource role in aligning with the project's objectives and goals.